This is a big win for the American public, and the president is very proud of Attorney General Bondi and the FBI Director Kash Patel, and they worked alongside Governor Youngkin in Virginia, so we applaud the effort of state and local law enforcement. This was a very violent individual who was picked up in a home with 5 children present, so our communities are safer this morning, and it's a good day for our country. I'll take a couple of questions, and then I have my morning meetings.
Do you have an update on the status of the internal investigation that you described yesterday into the signal?
Not this morning, but we've been incredibly transparent about this entire situation, and we will continue to be.
Karoline, the president announced auto tariffs yesterday. He's also alluded to other tariffs, lumber, pharmaceutical drugs. Can you give us an expectation of the timeline? Are those part of next week's package? Are they more the weeks to follow? When should we expect those?
Sure. Well, I won't get ahead of the president on any additional tariffs. As you know, on April 2nd, there will be the reciprocal tariff announcement, which is going to focus on countries particularly that have been ripping off the United States. The president said yesterday he thinks that some of these numbers will be more conservative than many people are expecting, but we're going to make sure that American workers are put first, and we're ending the unfair trade practices that have been hollowing out our middle class for decades. And I would just like to emphasize these auto tariffs yesterday are a big deal for auto workers in the industry. And you saw the United Auto Workers Union, Sean Fain, who wasn't the greatest fan of the president on the campaign trail, came out this morning and applauded the president for this move, saying it's a great thing for auto workers who have been sold out by unfair trade practices. So the president is determined to rebuild our manufacturing base. We want more jobs, more products made right here in the United States, which means more money in the pockets of the American people at the end of the day.
Karoline, will the White House cooperate with any request from Congress regarding the signal situation?
We haven't seen a request from Congress come through our inboxes yet, and when that does, we'll have an answer on that.
A new YouGov poll shows that around 75% of Americans consider that the signal problem is a very serious problem. Does the administration plan to hold anyone accountable, potentially change their messaging on it?
Well, we have never denied that this was a mistake, and the National Security Advisor took responsibility for that. And we have said we are making changes. We are looking into the matter to ensure it can never happen again. But of course, the president has put together a team. Look at the Secretary of Defense, Pete Hegseth, who was voted in by the United States Senate, putting our warfighters first, making the world a safer place for the American people and for all people. And we're going to stay focused on that. And I think the arrest of an MS-13 gang leader this morning speaks volumes about the competence of the president and his team. Thanks, guys.
Can you preview the EO's